Welcome back, everybody. We are here on Silva in Astroneer, back at our home base. And I've done a couple of things off camera here. Mainly, I took a quick trip to Glacio for some more Titanite. And I found a new location to set up our graphite extraction. Over here. I don't know if it's visible. That seems like the wrong color. That should be black. But we've got a new location for the graphite. I also made up a bunch of nanocarbon alloys, so we have enough for 5 more RTGs if we need them. Where we're short on, however, is lithium. We've only got 3. So we can make 3 right now, and we can take a trip somewhere to get more lithium. If we take a look at our resources here, lithium can be found on Visania and on Novus in the mountains. So probably what we'll do, after we get the extraction set up, which is probably going to take the rest of this episode, frankly, because I'm also going to set up the train system to get over there. But we'll probably take a trip up to the Visania, and we'll package up the big chonker rover, along with the drill and the paver. And we'll go to Visania, we'll collect up a bunch of lithium, and we'll dig a hole down to the core and figure out what it's going to take to unlock that. If we bring enough RTGs with us, we'll also be able to turn on one of the surface nodes, which allows us to unlock the gateway engine at the heart of the planet. So Visania will be our next stop, but first we have to get set up with our graphite extraction. So, let's see. I've got some extra storage here. Let's pop that over there. Where was the other one? Can I drop that over in this direction? Maybe. I probably threw it up on here. You always need more storage in this game. You just never have enough. You can't have enough. I suppose the easiest thing to do here would be to just grab 2 resin and print another one. Medium storage. And when we get back, we'll throw that on the table. So for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to hop up on the rover and we're going to dig ourselves a road straight out to our new graphite location. Once we have our road available, we'll come back, we'll pick up the auto extractor, we'll move it over there. So the problem I'm going to have here is getting myself set up. Kind of got a lot of stuff in the way here. Hang on. Let me hop out and move all of this. Where is my seat here? Oh, I don't need that here. I can just hop right in? Yes, okay. Let's move this out of the way. To give the old rover, or the big rover, some space. And we can move the gravity globe as well. Roll this over here. Dip it into this little depression here, maybe. Oh, hold on. Let's set you to rest right here. Hopefully you don't roll away. Looks good. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll come over, we'll get onto our flat right here. Kind of get pointed in the right direction. Nice and flat. And we're headed towards that marker there. That looks about right. So let's hit V. And let's drive forward. We'll go down a little bit here. So we're kind of set with the ground. good. You can see we're slowly draining our soil. Alright, so now we kind of need to angle up just a bit. This much, maybe? Make our way over here, and we're done. Okay, so here's our graphite deposit. We've got graphite there, and a little bit more here, so there's also no other resources, which makes me feel like if we manage to get this set up over here, we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and scan that. We'll hop back on here, and we'll head home. We have picked up quite a few resources along the way. I don't actually want these, so let's get rid of them. Let's just toss them off the side here. Off the side of the road. Littering like every good American, and there we go. Alright. Now, we head back home. Along our new highway. So much easier to build this way. So much fun. Very straightforward. How are we doing for research? Looks like I need to throw something in here. There we go. Now, let's head over to our auto extractor, pick it up, and we'll take that over to the new location. So the rover can kind of navigate this slightly uneven surface here. We can get up on this road here. Head over to the bad location where things did not work the way we wanted them to. And I think we'll do our little 3-point turn here. Or 8-point turn, perhaps. There we go. Let's hop out and let's see if we can slot you onto the rover. Can the rover carry it? No. Not. So if I take this off, then I think it will fit. See, that'll fit. Oh, it's draining the battery. Hold on. So I guess I'm confused. If that's on there, then how do we drive it? You know? If I take off, like, the soil canister, can I pop this on there and drive it like that? Maybe I can. How do we get it to stop draining power? Hang on, let's connect it to power and turn it, make sure it's turned off. Is it on? I guess we have to put it on something like that. Maybe over here. Okay, turn off. There we go. Let's wait for it to finish. And then I read that this green bar here indicates how much of the resource is available at the node. Okay, so we've turned it off. Now let's disconnect it. Let's put it on the rover. Okay, and now I guess we try and drive like this. Yeah, we can drive sideways. Oh, hold on. We're... hold on. Let's do it like this. We'll take this off, pop this on this side, and drive this way, right? No, it's still backwards. That's weird. Okay. Why does it consider... that to be the front because the drills are there, maybe? And I can't get it on the side here. All right, well, wait a minute. Let me put the paver back on the front. Or no, this is the front, I guess. Yeah, that's a little strange. Because when I turn the wheels, it goes left and right, even though we turned it around before. What if I... Hold on. What if I pull this off and rotate it like that? Then which way is forward and backwards? Still weird. Okay, well... I think we take these off, swap these to the front. No, that stays there. That comes here. You go on the back. And yeah, it's still facing the wrong way. Okay, so that's fine. I must have like mishandled that turn and not realized it. So okay, now we're going forward. Now we're gonna take the auto extractor over to the new location. Then we'll come back and pick up all the other goodies. All right, let's not fall down a hole here. Let's be careful. Get on the highway. Okay. This looks better. Go over there with the rest of the litter. So let's put this on the graphite and see what the green bar says about how much is available here. Okay, so if we put you here, for example, then what? Then it's very low. What about over here? That's a little bit higher. Where else do we have graphite? Maybe in the middle? It would be nice if it kind of like showed it while you hover, you know, kind of gave you some idea. I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, it's lower over there. It's higher this way. So sort of in the middle here is kind of the best we've gotten. That's the most we've seen. All right, so let's leave it there for now. And let's go pick up the rest of our stuff. We can put this in a kind of more natural location now. So we're going to pick up the table for the RTGs themselves, as well as our canister that we left behind. I'll bring all that over here, and then there's one other thing we're going to need, which is storage to put on the auto extractor so that it just keeps running and gathers up lots and lots of resources for us. So for that, I think what we want is a medium resource canister, the one that can hold lots of nuggets. And if we have one of those and slap that on top, should be able to walk away and come back in some, you know, come back in an hour or whatever. Oops, and have tons of graphite available for us. And hopefully there's enough there. It looks like there's like, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 resources there. So if I understand correctly, that should over time net us between 150, somewhere around 150 graphite from that node. Should be good. Okay, let's grab the resource canister. You can come over there, like that. And then we can grab the RTGs. And can we put you on top of, you're unlocked, but you're not moving. There we go, okay. Can we put you on here somehow? Not if it's not packed, but maybe it'll just kind of sit there like that. We can try it. Maybe this will work? Let's find out. Kind of. No, not really. Okay. How do we do that then? Can we attach you some way? Let's kind of put you up. We're gonna drive forward, so let's put you on like that. Or maybe more like that. See if we can kind of hack this to work. Let's see. That kind of works. Okay, we'll make that work. Because the other thing we could do is use a... Yeah, you know what? I think we do need to package this up again. All right, so nothing for it. We'll throw these here. And then I think I have one packager right now. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to package this up. Feels like a waste. It's the very graphite that we're going to to find. That's used to make the packagers, but that was too unwieldy. V. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Let's head back over and set up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We need to print the medium resource canister. I don't even know if we have that unlocked at the moment. What is this? Medium storage? Oh, right. We did. I forgot we did this. Let's put this over here. Okay, and then medium resource canister at the small printer, I think. Tall storage. Maybe it's medium? No, here we go. Medium resource canister. Holds up to 32 nuggets of a single resource. Plastic and glass. 2,000 bytes. Okay. Let's print that. We need plastic and gas. Or plastic and glass, excuse me. So we can smelt down some of the quartz to get a piece of glass going. And then plastic. What is plastic? Carbon and compound. Okay, we have some of that. There's compound, and where do I have carbon at the moment? Right there. Let's get the medium printer ready to go here. Or was it, no, was it the small printer? Stellar object. Medium resource canister. Okay. And give me that plastic. And print. Now this is going to be packaged up so we can just carry it on our backpack. Alright, let's go. And then the other thing I'm going to do once this is set up is I'm going to build a rail network to go over here real quickly and grab as much graphite as we want. Come home. It's not that far, but we don't want to be like maneuvering the rover. We just want to hop on, zip over, grab it, and come back. So might as well experiment with the rail network for that. Okay, now then, what do we have here? Large platform A, yes. We want this to be fairly close to our buddy here. Let's go ahead and... There's a cable plug. There's another cable plug. Let's go ahead and... Let's try and make a flat, kind of a flat platform somehow. That looks okay. It's a little angled. That's better. Okay, so we'll place our Large platform A right here. Just like that. We'll lock that in place. We'll put the 2 RTGs on it. This will provide permanent constant power. And we have one more RTG on the rover itself, right? Yes, we do. Okay. Then let's unpack the resource canister. And we'll slot this on top of the extractor. There we go. That looks good. We connect this up and turn it on. And let's see. Let's wait and see if this works. I think I saw some graphite. Yes. Is that producing graphite? That's not pulling compound from somewhere again, is it? That looks like it's pulling from the graphite thingamajig. Now, how do we get... No. There we go. We can see it right there. It's producing graphite. Okay. And it went in there. Okay. So if we enable output, we can grab these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's going to slowly fill up. You know what? Let's just, real quick. I want to rotate this. Like that, so that the front is facing us. There we go. That's better. Okay. So this is going to extract 32 graphite from this resource node for us. So this is all good. It's a little bit of a waste of an RTG because this guy's pulling 8 units and this is producing... Oh, no, this is exactly what it needs. But this will just run forever until that canister's full. So we're never going to want for graphite ever again, which is what I wanted and is fantastic. Okay. Let's go home and let's look into building our rail network, our first rail network here. Fall off. Okay. Very good indeed. Now, our canister, our soil canister is low, so why don't we take a quick dip into some kind of underground path. I think we have one over here. Yes, where we built down to the core. We can just kind of come over here and fill up our soil canister a bit. Just head this way, drive down a little bit, then make a quick turn. Here we go. We'll just do something like this. Drive for a while until the blue ring is full. Actually, hold on. Let me take the paver off, and that will we're collecting all this crap that we don't want. Let me take the paver off, and it looks like we need to fix our inclination here. So just the drill. And that should fill it up much more quickly. I'm going to drive in a circle here. That's kind of not great. Don't fall into a hole. Okay, and we're full. Now we just need to get back, hopefully. There we go. Okay, made it. And back up to the surface we go. Our soil canister nice and full. Plenty of paving material, or we can drain it off to use the soil centrifuge if we need it. And let's park this bad boy. I think we're just going to leave him parked here kind of all the time. And if we need him for something, we can find him. One thing we are going to need to do is package him up and take him to the next planet, which is going to take a very large slot. A tier 4 slot, but we'll have one available on the shuttle. Okay. Let's put the paver back on for now. Let's throw away this extra compound we don't need. I do wish there was some way you could delete nuggets or other things that you don't really want, but there isn't. Okay. And now, we're ready to start building our rail network. Let's check in with the mission log first and see what we've completed, because something's done here. And we can throw this in for some research. Running out of research stuff. We might need to go pick some up soon. Exo crates would be useful there. Okay, so shred scrap trade. Produce a scrap. Use a trade platform to obtain resources. We get another QT-RTG. Love that. Where did you go? Over here. So we'll throw this for now on... we have a kind of a collection of these that we're taking to different planets in case we need them. Let's see what else we earned. Digging deeper. Obtain malachite samples for use in logistics evolution. Oh, okay, yeah. So we obtained this mission after we'd already kind of gathered a bunch of malachite, and this happened when we were digging our hole to the to Silva's core. We just kind of grabbed some by accident. And this item is like an encoded one. It's like a weird... It's another one of these, like, kind of like the thing that gave us the xenobiology lab. I don't know what this is going to be. Snowpiercer. Place and activate the peculiar piece on the surface of Glacio. Wow, cool. Another piece of lore, another lore mission here. Please deploy on Glacio, Chronos data file, point-to-point transit. Okay, well, we got to take that to Glacio now. Peculiar piece. Yeah, it's another one of these, like, Chronos-shifted objects. Cannot activate until drilled into terrain. Objects blocking the area. Cannot activate on this planet. Okay. What is this? Let's take a look. It's like a... It almost looks like a piece of gateway material. That's really interesting. All right, let's throw this up on storage for the moment. For the time being. We can head back to Glacio later and figure that out. Yeah, look, it's like a piece of... It's a piece of gateway. That's fantastic. Okay, all right, that's exciting. We're still gonna build our rail network and finish what we were doing here. And I've been back to Glacio pretty recently. I went up to grab a bunch of titanite for use in creating the nanocarbon alloy. Titanium alloy is part of the chain that produces these. But we can go back for sure. Actually, how are we for fuel? 55%. Let's get one more hydrazine going, since we can. Hydrazine is hydrogen and ammonium. Okay. I think we have some spare ammonium. Yes, we do. Pick some of this up somewhere. Let's get one more hydrazine going to stick on the ship. And then now it's time to look at the railway stuff. So, first of all, I know on the large one down at the bottom, there's a rail station. Rail platform used to stop and board railway vehicles can automate loading and unloading and call railway vehicles to its location. Okay. And then at the large printer down at the bottom, there's the rail engine and the rail car. Well, I suppose we start with the station. And I guess we need 2 of these. So it needs 2,500 bytes. We've got 14,000, so we're good for a bit here. And then 2 titanium, copper, and quartz. And I think we need 2 of these. So 4 titanium. And then copper, do we have any right now? No, I need to... No, we do have 2. No, that's tungsten. Okay. We need 2 of those. And then quartz. Let's get the printer ready here. Now, actually, we might need the rover to carry the far one over. So we'll sort of set one up, I guess, right here. Like, this would be kind of the starting point for the first station over here somehow. And then we would have to drive the other station over to the graphite extractor. I suppose. Rail station. 2 titanium, 1 copper, 1 quartz. Okay. Let's melt down the copper. So we're going to print 2 of these, and we're going to take 1 over there to deposit it. And we'll see how this rail system works. So in preparation for that, let's get the rover situated. I might want to move some of this stuff and build a little, like, side road here to drive over. Now, if we do it this way, maybe we don't put it on the road. Maybe we put it next to the road so that we can still get the rover in and out. I think that's a good idea. So we'll build our rail network along the right side of the road here. Let's get prepared to build the second one. Oh, look how big it is. Wow. All right. And a piece of quartz. Running low on quartz. We need to pick some more of that up somewhere. So we're going to need to get ready to carry this once it's packaged up over, drive it over to the graphite and drop it off. And when we're doing that, we can be printing the second one, the local one. So only a little bit of waiting. We'll try to be efficient in our movements and our actions so that as little time as possible is spent staring at the printer, slowly printing out the object, right? I can totally see, for people who are less focused on, like, just get to the, like, just finish the story, right? If you're more interested in, like, building sprawling bases, I can see building multiple bases with railways and automation on each planet so that whenever you travel somewhere, you have literally everything, right? Everything except the resources that are not available on that planet. But you could spend a long time building, like, extensive bases where you have just rows and rows of storage filled up with everything, and anytime you take anything, like automation arms start automatically doing things for you and refilling, and so you just kind of land on the planet, snap up the goodies, and travel to your next base. I could definitely see how that would work. Okay, this is taking a while, but I think we're close there. I think once that yellow bit completes, we're done. Close to done? Okay, very nice. Let's move that out of the way, get the second one going. I don't actually know if we need to, but we're going to have to. All right, let's move you over here. Okay, looks good. Let's hop on and head over. build along the right side, the railway. You know what I just realized? My snails might be dying. They're hungry, I think. I don't know when they last ate. If I... Well, this thing provides electricity anyway, right? Oh, look at this. I can't get up on the road. I kind of tether when I come in here, don't I? Or... I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the vehicle, the rover provides oxygen. So, we are going to need a platform, someplace to put the railway station. So, let's put it. It's going to be on the right side. Let's kind of like just set something up here. I suppose that's no good. I don't really want this incline. I want it to be kind of flat, you know? We can start with this and then adjust it. Is that actually flat? No, not quite. It's pretty close, though. What would be flat here? Maybe this is where I need that alignment mod for stuff like this. I do wish there was kind of an easy way without that mod to just kind of get things the right way. That looks a little bit better. That's mostly flat. That's okay, right? It is angled down a little bit, but what can you do? You know what? Wow. Occasionally my voice cracks when I'm doing this, and it's like, I'm not 15 anymore. Why is that? But what I was going to say is, you know what? I think I will go back home real quick and grab that alignment mod. Let's drop this off. And I'm going to go back and get that. So I built this off camera. I want you guys to see what it is. Okay. Let's go back, and I'll grab that and show you how that works. So it's another mod you can put on the gun, and what it does is it aligns you with the planet's... It makes you build... It's sort of hard to use too, but it makes you build vertical or dig or pave exactly parallel to the planet's core. So you get a perfectly flat... plane when you use it. The only problem for me is I don't want to use a backpack slot carrying it around. Oh, and we need to feed everybody. Let's get that going. Okay, so you get to eat, and you get to eat. And she's ahead of him. She's not hungry right now. But let's grab the extra anyway. Okay, so the alignment mod I stuck over at this weird table full of nonsense. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. Okay. So I'm gonna take off the boost mod, and I'm gonna put on the alignment tool instead. And so when this is on, aligns terrain deformation to the curvature of the planet. Attach to the terrain tool to activate. Okay, we'll come back for the boost mod. Actually, I'm going to carry it around so I don't forget. Alright, now let's go back and set up the rail station. I think instead of doing the 3-point turn on the way back, I'll just drive backwards. Because it drives in a straight line pretty well. Let me show you how this alignment mod works. Okay, so we'll park here and we'll move this out of the way again. And now, if I bring out the tool with the alignment mod on, is it turned on right now? Yes, it is. Okay. So if I bring out the alignment mod, it will actually flatten everything to be perfectly uniform with the surface of the planet. So this now should be straight. Yeah, this is flat. See, where I had it before, it's kind of angled. But over here, it's now flat. Now, I'm out of soil, unfortunately, but we have a quick fix for that because we're smart and we figured things out. Where did that go? Is it slotted over here somewhere? There we go. Okay. So I'm going to come back and we're going to pull this out again and switch to... Nope. Hold on. There we go. So now this platform here is going to be perfectly aligned with the curvature of the planet. It's going to be perfectly straight and flat. Ah, see it? Sometimes it goes sideways. It's trying to create a perfectly sideways wall for me. Now this is like perfectly flat, perfectly aligned with the curvature of the planet. And go like this, make it nice and smooth. Align it with our own base and the road. Okay. There we go. So that's the flat mod. Or the alignment mod. And now we're gonna, let's see, we're gonna take this out, and I don't know which way this is supposed to face. Let's take a look. So, I think we face it, wait a minute, which way is the end? Or is there one? At the moment, I think it can go either way. So I think what we'll do here is we'll put this here, right along the line of the road, pointing back to our base. Let's move it a little bit more to the left and curve it just a bit. Push it out to the edge of the platform like that. That looks pretty good. Now, can I lock this, or how does this work? Examine. Rail platform used to stop and board railway vehicles can automate loading and unloading and call railway vehicles to its location. Station stop mode. Station loading mode. Stop disabled. Stops uncalled cars. Stops all cars. Stop disabled. So I think what this means is like the stop mode, right? If a train passes by, if stop is disabled, it just keeps going. If an uncalled car arrives, it gets stopped on this mode. And any car that arrives here gets stopped. So I think for our purposes, we're really only going there and back again. So we'll put it on stops all cars. And then loading disabled, load stopped cars, unload stopped cars. We can load or unload. Now, I'm not sure exactly how you would do loading. I suppose that's what this is for. Like if you have an auto arm here, and then like a platform full of storage here, then it can probably slot things in one at a time, or maybe you can put the auto arm on this, you can attach power to it, all that good stuff. So let's go home and build the other one. And then we'll figure out how we build kind of rails between them. I don't actually know how you build rails. Oh, and you know what else we can do? Hi, I'd like some graphite, please. Where's the rest of the graphite? Wait a minute. Why is it... Hold on, it's disable output. So it's not filling it up automatically. So I've done something wrong here. I sort of thought if we pop this on top here, then it would automatically fill it up. Let's disable output and come back after we build something. Okay, all right. Yeah, I think that was my mistake. I needed to disable the output first. Let's see. How long does it take to do one of these? Like 5 or 6 thumps? We'll count after the next one, just so we know. Yeah, okay, so I had to disable the output. That was my mistake. So, 1, suck up some graphite. 2, suck up some graphite. Yeah, it's gonna take a few here. 3, suck up some graphite. 4. That looks close to done. 5. Okay. So maybe it takes 6 of these? It's kind of slow, but then again, it is going to fill this pretty much over time when we're not even paying attention. There's 6. Okay, so it takes 6 thumps. Let's enable output and... Oh, whoops. I didn't want to do that. So you kind of got to wait for it to finish. Okay. And then we disable output and that'll fill it up. All right. Cool. Let's go home backwards. I'm not sure if it's as fast backwards as it is forwards. Okay, we're sort of done with this for the time being. Because ideally now, we get this thing set up and we're good to go. Let's see. Let me dig some of this out. Get it out of the way. And then let's use the flat mod here. And let's make another kind of railway platform. It doesn't need to be that big. I made it kind of bigger over there than it really needed to be. If we just have a nice flat location here. And this is perfectly flat. Again, this is aligned to the planet's core, or it should be. Is the mod on? I think it is. It looks a little bit... No, that's flat. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. Ah, what's going on? Hitting the wrong buttons is what's going on. Let's get this nice and lined up with our road. Okay, so this should be fine. This should be more than flat enough, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. It's pretty good. All right, let's go grab our next rail platform. Pop it down over here on our nice flat platform. And I think we just rotate it like this so that the the console is on the far side, similar to at the far end. And now what I don't know is how do I connect these up, right? How do I kind of... Is that aligned? Not quite. How do I connect these so that the... How do I build a rail between these two stations? You know, that's what I don't really understand yet. So, okay, so there's our two platforms. It's strange that you can't lock this in. It seems like you'd be able to. Now, how do you build railing? Okay. Large printer. Rail engine, rail car. Small printer. Rail post bundle. Tall rail post bundle. Rail junction bundle. Bundle of rail pieces for building rail lines. Extends your system and power networks. Resin and aluminum. Bundle of tall rail posts for building elevated rail lines. Extends your oxygen and power networks. And then rail junction bundle used to switch directions between connected rail lines. So we'll start with just the simple ones, the rail post bundle. And we make this at the small printer with resin and aluminum. Okay. Oh, and we brought some graphite back. Very nice. All right, this one's going to run a little long, guys. Normally I try to keep them around 45 minutes, but I want you guys to see... We're at like 50 right now. I want you guys to see this railroad in action. So we're going to try and hurry up and build this. We need some aluminum. That's fine. Let's get that smelting. We might need 2 of these bundles. I'm not sure yet. And then we're going to need resin. Okay, and we're going to need a rail car as well. I don't think we're going to worry about the freight car or whatever just yet. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Are you kidding me? Come on. F. Yeah, there's some stuff that showed up here that I don't know what it is. Cubic object, automaton 02. Rail post bundle. Okay, there we go. Oh, that printed really fast. Use is 10 of 10. Okay. I don't know how this works, but we're gonna try it. So we'll come over here and use this, I guess. What are you? Rail post. Ah, okay. So now if I bring you... I see. So it'll even tell me... So it's kind of like the tethers. It'll show me how far I can go. Okay. Okay. So that's what? Too far? Like while it's blue, it's okay? I guess? Go like that. And then there's like little power plugs. So I assume if we had power in here... Then we could transmit it along the rail line. That's interesting. Now, one thing I did learn, if I swap these temporarily and I put this over here, then I can hit V and just kind of pull out the next one. Like this. Very cool. Next one comes over here. Like where? Like there? No, this is rotated a little bit the wrong way. We want it to go this way. There we go. And then I can hit V again and just kind of keep dragging these out like they were tethers. This is kind of cool. Okay, next one. Going through the plant life here. And then I don't know how many I have left. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it all the way over. probably just shy, right? How many do I have left? Come over here. And then we might need a tall one to get the last little bit. Get one more, I think. Oh, wait, it's going to connect up. If I can get it just the right... Oh, it's just too far. Look at that. We need one more. Do I have one more? I do have one more. Okay. So we want this one just right here. That one I'm not so sure about. So this would be where you might want a tall one, right? Or you would have to build a platform to put it on. Because that last little bit is a little rough. I think we will take that back, and we'll go make a tall platform, and we'll make the railway as well. So let's take you off. Throw the jump jet back on for now. Okay. Cool. That actually is pretty straightforward, pretty intuitive to figure out, especially after you've already spent like the first 20 hours in the game using the tethers, right? It's kind of easy to understand what the process is here. So we'll make one railway engine and one tall tether bundle. And then we'll try out our new railway. Okay, so we need to unlock the tall bundle, rail post bundle, tall rail post bundle, also resin and aluminum. Okay, so let's get another piece of laterite. Let's smelt that down. Another piece of resin as well. And then at the medium printer, we can print the rail engine for resin, aluminum, and copper. Okay. We're running low on laterite, but that's easy to come by. Let's get the copper and the aluminum smelting. Let's print our tall bundle right here. We have one extra rail bundle thingy that we don't need, so we'll drop that off. There's our tall bundle. Need that in a moment. And then we're going to need to print the medium printer a railway engine. Resin, copper, aluminum. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me pop this back. Resin, copper, and aluminum. Okay, let's print the railway engine. And I guess we're going to need to take this with us. We can drive the last mile and then set things up. Oh, we're down to our last piece of research. We're going to need to work on that. This whole like mishmash of like interconnected stuff here, I keep thinking like if I should kind of rearrange this or fix this, but it's just a giant hassle. I don't think I'm ever gonna do it. We're gonna finish the playthrough, and this is all still gonna be like just scattershot spaghetti all over the place like this. Okay. Go. And let's hop you up on here. Actually, we don't need to do that. We can unpack you. actually put you on. Oh, neat. It's so cute. That is so adorable. Okay. A locomotive intended for personal transport and faster trains provides 2 small slots and oxygen, draws 3 power while active. Oh, so we do need to connect it up to power somehow. Because if I hop in this right now... Path obstructed. Why is the path obstructed? Is it because there's no far end? Maybe. It's a little janky, to be honest, but that's okay. Let's go put down the last post. Over here. Okay. And then you are going to come right over here, I think. Let's turn you the right way. Like this. Okay. I think that's better. Move it maybe a little bit closer here. No, it was sort of better when it was closer. Let's not have it off to the left like this. Let's move it more like so. Okay, that last mile is really pretty steep. So I would like it to be more kind of this way if we can... weird. If we can swing it. It's still pretty steep, but I think it'll work. Alright, so now... I don't think it's connected to power at the far side, so I'm not sure if this will work. But let's try calling it. Recall in process. Okay, so where is it getting power from? Status, insufficient power. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay. Okay, so there's not enough power. We need to probably throw one of the RTGs on here, or at least connect it up, right? We're almost there, you guys. Just the last mile. Oh, why is that so jank? Should you be angled differently, or maybe you should be angled differently? Maybe you can go more like that. It's still kind of... Hang on. It's still a little weird, but okay. You could probably play with it or build some sort of like flat path that is centered to kind of get everything to work, but... okay, so what we can do here... This was all our junk that we were talking about scrapping someday. But what I was going to say is what we can do here is we can take some of these extra pieces we have kind of scattershot in here and turn them into a chain, a relay, for the whole power network to be connected. So, like, we can take you. What else can we take? We can take you two. And you just go right on here like this. And then you guys, let's have you come over here to, I guess, the back side? Sure. Let's see how far we can stretch you. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's put you down like this. It's a little hard to see when it's collapsed, what direction it's facing. So you'll go there. You kind of come over here like this. It would be nice if you could connect it to the tethers and send power that way, but I don't think you can. Okay, that'll reach. That looks good. And then this battery guy, you can come over here. Maybe there. Little, just not far enough. Okay. And there we go. Now the whole thing's connected. Hey, come back. It took my car. Come back. Recall failed. Okay. So we have to wait for it to be done? Recall failed. So does that indicator light maybe change when it's available, or... Recall worked. Okay. So my train is coming back. I guess it travels backwards as fast as forwards. So it sort of doesn't matter which direction it's facing on the rail. All right, here it comes. No, it turned around. So how do I reverse direction here? I guess I can just go backwards. Oh, it's pretty fast. Okay, that's pretty fun. That's pretty neat. And I guess we can navigate this steep slope as well. Hop out. Enable output. That's right, I gotta be patient here. And there we go, graphite. How much does it have right now? 17 of 32. And then we hop on our little train engine. And home we go. Choo-choo! All right. So, guys, there is graphite automated. There's our first train rail. A little bit wiggly-wobbly, a little bit Jeremy-Bearimy, but there you go. Functional, working. And we've got quick and easy access to as much graphite as we could ever want. And it only took us 29 episodes. So, thanks so much for watching. Next time, I think we're going to take a look at that weird little mission item we found. We'll probably take that to Glacio, and we'll plant it down and see just what we can learn about the next set of missions. Other things to do include exploring more of the mission log, looking at other technologies that we could unlock, and packaging up the rover and taking it to other planets so that we can quickly and easily dig down to the cores and get those activated as well. So, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting on the videos and being part of my community. I really appreciate that. And I love that you guys are enjoying the series. And let me know what else you think we should do here in Astroneer before we kind of chase down the rest of the story missions and finish up the game. So until then, until the next episode, take care, and we'll see you next time.